Welcome back, and the second segment of the show. We're going to be discussing the importance of intensifying efforts by the ministries and governorates to prepare for the holy month of Ramadan, and to shed more light on the government efforts to provide the necessary goods and commodities for people. We're joined over the phone by Dr. Gaafar, an economic expert. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about your take on the government's efforts in providing food commodities at reduced prices, like the Ahlan Ramadan exhibition?
Sure. I mean, let me say a short observation or remark.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we notice that our consumption, unfortunately, in Ramadan increases.
Yes.
And the amount of waste as well increases. And this is not healthy, mind you. These are legacies that should not be existing today. Particularly that, thank God, we have no problems in any commodity or
yes.
any product. Everything is available on the market. And we have no shortage, thank God.
Yes.
So people should not be buying more than what they do in the normal times, and should not store because things are available
Yes.
all the time. But again,
yeah.
Since this is a common practice, whether good or bad, but it is a common practice with Egyptians, the government every year prepares itself. First of all, as we are experiencing worldwide an increase in the price of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oil is getting up, therefore everything else is getting up as far as price is concerned. So, and this reflects, of course, on all the goods available on the market, and it's a burden on the low-income people. So the government spares no effort in availing all the products, particularly
yes.
the ones demanded in Ramadan at practically cost price. So very low compared
yes.
to the normal outlets, and they are making exhibitions in all the popular districts and quarters, again, to make all
yes.
products available for the normal individual in Egypt. And this is a very, an excellent, initiative, call it, move, call it, but it is a very thoughtful thing
yes.
that the government is doing, and it is very much appreciated by all Egyptians, of course.
Yeah, other than the exhibitions that the government is providing, like Ahlan Ramadan,
yes.
what other economic measures is the government taking to overcome price hikes and ease the burden on citizens?
We can never forget that first thing that we can see, normally
yes.
the increase in salaries and pensions take
yes.
place with the new budget in July.
Yes.
But this time, under directives of our president, he brought it a little bit forward. So, and it is effective 1st of April, the increase of salaries and pensions. So again, this means a push to most of the Egyptians who are working, even the pensioners,
yes.
They get this increase, 13%, I'm talking pensions, to help them again overcome the slight increase in prices worldwide, among which Egypt, of course. So this was one very, very good move, from the very thoughtful move, I should say, from our president. In addition, as you said, to Ahlan Ramadan exhibitions, sales points, etc., etc.
Yes.
Again, I think that our Ministry of Supply and Provision is exerting a big pressure on the merchants and the traders and dealers to not to exaggerate in their profit and to avail products at reasonable prices.
Yes.
And I should say, be contented with slightly less profit
Yes.
for the sake of all the citizens. So again, this is another move and pressure. Of course, the control through different authorities on the market to make sure that, first of all, nobody stores goods hoping that they can sell it at a higher price.
Yes.
And this is, again, is a crime. I mean, the other thing is to make sure that every merchant and every trader has his products offered on the market without increasing price.
Yes, the armed forces also are providing campaigns nationwide, other than the government, to provide low-cost food commodities and to help ease things with the price hikes and all. How useful is this for the low-income citizens, and can everyone benefit from it? Not necessarily someone who, is considered low-income, but the middle class as well, for instance.
Well, I mean, there's no harm if everybody benefits. But again, the selection of the location of such exhibitions is carefully done in a way that they go to where, of course they know, government knows where the concentration of the low-income population is, and they go to them and they exhibit where they are.
Yes.
So again, this makes it more handy, I mean, and more available and nearer and closer to the buyer that is a low or medium income buyer. The goods, they go to him. So this is, again, the careful selection of the location of such exhibitions is important. They even go not only in big cities like Cairo, but everywhere. Yes. In Egypt, they go to every governorate, etc., etc. Plus, we noticed lately that the NGOs are also helping in this regard, and they are preparing the cartons in Ramadan. Yes. And they take them to the people they know need, and they offer it to them right where they live. On the third hand, and this year, after maybe 2 or 3 years of banning and prohibiting, the government has allowed the new iftar buffet called Mawa'id al-Rahman in the different streets, etc., giving the opportunity for rich people and to offer meals free for the poor. So again, this helps. So I mean, I think that this year the government is making a bigger effort than usual, because things and prices are really affected very badly by the events, unfortunate events that are happening everywhere in the world. And now we are more and more convinced that the whole world is but a small village, and that everybody is affected by anything happening in any part of it. So we should be really thankful and appreciate the efforts that our government is doing to help have people enjoy this holy month of Ramadan, and like they do every year.
Well, Dr. Raouf Gaafar, an economic expert, thank you so much for shedding light on this subject. And we're going to take a short break and get back to the second segment of the show.